Hello and welcome to What's in this week's Oban Times with me, Fiona Scott.
And me, Kathie Griffiths.
Hello and happy February, everybody.
Happy February.
Yay.
What happens in February? Anything good?
Don't know. I just know it's not January. And I honestly can't stand January. It's a dismal month. But we can throw off the January blues now, although it's been a bit of a brief start to the month weather-wise. But Kathie, I believe you've got something to brighten up our week.
Well, we've got a lovely story. We've got a lovely story about a tiny tropical turtle who washed up on the shores of Iona and was rescued by a lay chaplain from the Catholic House of Prayer who rescued it, basically, popped it in a box, took it over from Iona to Mull. It spent a night in the Mull Aquarium and survived. And then it was on the first ferry off Mull over to Oban and is now in the tender, loving care of Sea Life Loch Lomond. And they're carrying out little checks on the tiny creature. It's doing okay. They've got to warm it up very, very slowly, apparently. But they think it's come all the way from Florida. So heck, that's quite a journey. So lovely little story there, and a great picture of the lady who found it on the beach at Iona. So we can have a read of that and enjoy that. We've also got a story about the seal blue tits. They're the open water swimmers from Seal. They're collecting unwanted bras, basically, and donating them to a cancer charity. So there's a cracking picture of them waving bras about on the beach. So there you go. That should make you want to buy the Oban Times. And what else have we got? Oh yes, Christmas lights. Now, if you were one of those who were rather sort of critical of last year's Christmas lights, this is especially for you and for other people who just like Christmas lights and want to make sure that Oban has a brilliant, brighter and merrier Christmas display this year. We're looking at setting up a group of like-minded people who really want to put on a dazzling show for Christmas 2022. There's going to be a meeting coming up, and that's Andy Spence from Bid for Oban who's putting out that rallying call. So if you want to do your bit, help fundraise, help come up with ideas to put on a sparkling show, you can get in touch with Andy at the Bid office, and there's details about that in the Oban Times. So there you go. Fee, what have you been up to?
I've been doing lots of sport as usual, but I've also got some great news from Locknell Primary School in Benderloch, following a follow-up visit from Education Scotland inspectors. That was back in November, but came back recently and gave the school a glowing report. Many positive aspects of the school progress were highlighted, and the school's support for pupils and their families during COVID-19 lockdowns when the school was closed was also highly commended. So well done, Locknell Primary School. Great news for them. And staying in Benderloch, we have a lovely story on the sports pages about village resident Walter Burton. He's been battling both physical and mental health problems during lockdown and hasn't been able to get out of the house much because, his mobility is not so good. But he's been getting help from the team at Lorne Healthy Options, both online and when he's been allowed out at the gym at Atlantis. So he's coming through the other side now and much improved. But Walter and his brother Alistair have now thanked the local charity with a gift to help others. So that was really nice. And we met up with Walter. And he's all smiles, and he's also using his gift as well, so you can read all about that in the paper. Also in the sports pages, we have news of Bob McIntyre, along with some football, shinty and rugby. So the bad weather last weekend hasn't scuppered everything. It's great to see everybody out and about again. So to read all this week's stories, pick up a copy of the OT from supermarkets, local stores and petrol stations. You can read our stories online at www.obantimes.co.uk, and you can subscribe to our page-turning digital edition there as well. Here at the Oban Times, we're always happy to hear from you, so stay in touch, tell us your stories and share your photos. You can contact us by calling 01631 568 000 or by emailing editor@obantimes.co.uk. You can also message us on Facebook. So until next time, it's goodbye from me, Fiona Scott.
And goodbye from me, Kathie Griffiths.
Bye.
Bye-bye.